I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than going, I don't drink. I find it unproductive, not because I'm holier than whatever. I just don't operate that way.
Erika was asked by a 26-year-old woman who was living in New York for advice on how to find a good Christian husband while living and working in New York City. We're going to play Erika's full response here for context, and then I'm going to show you guys what I found. And this is what got me into trouble. Listen.
You and Erika, you and your family are in my prayers.
Thank you.
I'm a 26-year-old Christian woman living in New York City. I would like to stay here long term, but I wonder whether it's sustainable. Do you believe there's a place for women like myself in modern cities who care about having a career, but also marrying a like-minded Christian conservative man?
Well, yeah. So it just depends on where you're looking. You know, if you're on the apps, I don't know if you're on the apps. I don't know if, I'm not going to ask you your personal journey. But what I will say is when I lived out here, I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than going, I don't drink. I find it unproductive, not because I'm holier than whatever. I just don't operate that way. But I always thought it was very strange how she would go.
I just got to jump in real quick. I don't drink. It's not because I'm holy. That is why. That is why. But let's continue.
Go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. So it goes twofold here. So if you're expecting to marry someone that I was blessed with, like a Charlie, you have to be the type of woman that will attract a Charlie. Are you going to church? Are you going to Bible study? Did you tell your pastor that you are ready for the Lord to bring into your life the man that you've been praying for? You yourself need to be prepared for that man, and only you will know how to do that. Does that mean staying out and going out with the girls? I'm not saying you sit on your couch and all of a sudden he's going to knock on your door and be like, honey, let's rendezvous. Like, that's not how it happens. It's not. Granted, my situation was a little different. I wouldn't do it.
You went to a job interview.
Literally. So this is how good the Lord is. He knew that because I was not dating in New York City, he knew that in order for me to know that that was my man, he had to blanket Charlie as a job interview. Because if that went in, no joke, if he came to me and said, hey, let's go on a date to Bill's Burgers, I'd be like, I am so sorry. Thank you, but no, we're not doing this. That was my mindset. I was not in that headspace. I just wasn't. But God will work in incredible ways when you surrender the pen for him to write your love story. And when you know that, look, if I remain in the jet stream of God's will, he will provide for me in ways I cannot even imagine. And that is my prayer for you. My prayer for you is to remain open and to remain prayerful and to let people around you know, old school style, I'm ready and I'm looking to get married and having a family.
Okay, let's pause it right there. I want to be very clear for the context. You guys just heard the whole thing. Erika said, I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was. She states that she does not engage in the New York City dating and drinking scene, implying that it's toxic. Her answer implies clearly that she did not engage in the New York City dating scene because the behavior of her roommate was not the behavior that one should engage in if they are looking for a good Christian husband. Is that fair? I think that's a fair analysis of what I just listened to. Okay. So I put this post on X, and I had a feeling of how it was going to be answered, but this is it. This is what it said. Erika Kirk blatantly lied about dating in the 5 years before Charlie Kirk. Can anyone so adamantly defending her say why? Like we wouldn't have even cared if she dated people leading up to Charlie. We care now because she lied about it. And then I said, explain to me like I'm 5, why? And then I shared this simple AI search, and it explains some of, not all of, as people pointed out, her boyfriends during that time frame. The answer from her defenders were that Erika said here she hadn't dated in New York City. She hadn't dated here. Those other boyfriends that she had were in different states. Okay. So, first of all, she wasn't engaging in dating, except that she was, but more on that in a second, in New York City because she had boyfriends. So it wasn't really because she was just waiting piously for her good Christian husband. But in any case, because they said here, I then asked this. Let's pull this up. The follow-up. For you Erika Kirk defenders claiming that she was only talking about New York City dating, explain to me, like I'm 5 again, because I'm, maybe my IQ is not very high. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm just not understanding. The location of the Bravo 2018 season of Summer House was located in New York City. It was a date on a New York City rooftop bar. And she even had drinks. Let me go back and play that again for you. Which she said that she didn't do. She said that she didn't engage in any of this. I shared the video, as you can see right there, from the season where she's going on the date and having drinks, clearly engaging in the New York City dating scene and bar scene on a reality TV show. So go back to that answer about being the type of girl who was piously waiting for her husband. She asked, are you going to church? Are you talking to your pastor? Are you going on reality TV shows and having drinks and going on dates in New York City? This doesn't look like having coffee to me. Oh boy. Oh boy. So what were the answers that I got to this? The responses were, and this is how we know that we're not dealing with people who are acting in good faith. The answers were, this doesn't count. This doesn't count because it's reality TV. Or, why do you care, you weirdo? You must be gay. Are you gay to care this much about a woman's dating life? Or finally, what kind of Christian man are you to bring this up? You're just nitpicking a widow. Like I said, one person that I told you even started putting my personal information on this, saying, let's see how Zach likes it. So apparently doxing someone, mentioning my 7-year-old daughter, when I saw that, I was so pissed, you guys, so pissed. Her first name, my home street. She didn't put my street number on there, but she put my street where I live with my family. And then she put the name of my business, the business that I have and that I've built before I started getting involved in media here. She put that on there too. How is that the same? How is that the same as calling out a blatant lie from a public figure doing an interview on CBS? Tell me how that's the same. If I ever go on CBS and I lie through my teeth to you guys and you can go back and prove it to me easily, call me out. Please publish it. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And they have the nerve to call us the woke right. This is just the woke left all over again.